What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Slav's Free Talk, where we talk all things DC. This is the Watchtower, and a new show and a new thing that I've never done before is, well, I've done it before, it's not on this channel, but we're going to do a movie night, a watch-along of sorts, as we watch Superman 2025. And guys, hey, how's it going? I'm not alone. With me today is the ever so excited and brilliant Derpy Entertainment.
What's up, Slav? How we doing?
I'm doing. It's been a while, huh?
It has been.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this thing today where we watch Superman 2025 together, and during the film we can talk about it. If anybody decides to watch this with us, you can ask questions. I also have some stories and topics that came up that we can talk about throughout the show as well.
Awesome.
This is kind of a loosey-goosey type of thing. We're going to sit here, watch the movie, talk about what we like, even things that we didn't like or don't like, and have a discussion about it. That's the whole idea behind this. So if you guys ever so choose to watch along with us, I am watching the digital version. And again, if you guys are watching this or listening to this after the fact, I'm watching the digital version. I'm going to count down from 3, 2, 1 and press play. That's when you press play. So it'll be 3, 2, 1, press. That's how it'll be. So keep that in mind, and then we'll just go from there and have a good time. Again, I'm planning on and thinking about doing this every Tuesday. Tuesday night, I think, is what I'm going to do. And like this week is Superman. Next week could be the Batman or Joker or Batman Begins or Superman 78. 78. Like it could be any of those movies. It's not going to be in any form or fashion or direction. It's just going to be DC. It could be animated, it could be live action, and we'll go from there. Just have a good time, and hopefully this turns into something that's going to be a lot of fun to do with everyone. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But with that, Derpy, what do you think? Are you excited to get into this and watch Superman together?
Heck yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna be real. This is this is only my second time rewatching it, like outside the theater experience.
Oh,
so like, yeah.
So I've watched it a handful of times now. My brother-in-law actually was messaging me today. He was watching it earlier in the day, and he was bringing up some questions and asking me some things. He's an interesting case.
Oh, we're spiking. That was a random spike. Oh, what are we doing? The spike is real.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good, man. I mean, I don't know what that was, but that was a big spike.
I pushed on something and it unplugged my hub, so yeah.
Oh.
Anyway, so my brother-in-law was watching it earlier, and I thought that this movie would be more in line with what he likes, because he wasn't a big fan of what Zack Snyder was doing, but he had some issues with it. So that's unfortunate. But all right, enough with that. Enough with the preamble. Let's get into it. Like I said, I have the digital version. I think I've given everybody enough time to pull it up and get ready. If not, you can pause me and then join in when you are ready. But I have the digital version up. I am going to. Are you ready?
Yes.
I'm going to press play in 3, 2, 1, press. Now I see the logo popping up.
Logo popping up, yep.
Domain Entertainment.
DC now.
If you're a little
Domain Entertainment.
Yeah.
All right. We're maybe a couple seconds behind a little bit, but we're good. We're good.
That's all right. No big deal.
What a shot!
Funny guy stops in. Hi. Yeah, the beginning of this movie is absolutely beautiful.
Right.
You know, getting this shot of the snowy mountains and snow covered lands, getting the
Right.
history of the universe. I thought was it the best way to handle it? No, but I also
No.
don't hate it. I think it works.
Right.
I like I say, I hope that he does, James Gunn, that is, explores the past a bit more with some quote unquote prequels. I think would be kind of nice.
I mean, look at like those are real shots. That's what's crazy.
Yeah,
Like those are real on-site shots of like ice, snow, and it's just crazy.
yeah, and he gets smashed into the ground here as he flies.
Yep.
And he sits there struggling. I remember how so many people complained about this when it came to the trailers.
It's
Like,
Yamcha.
oh, it's Yamcha, or why are they making him look all beat up and everything? For me, I look at this. I look at what they did with Superman in this moment in the beginning of the movie, and it's showing. Okay, he's not completely this alien that just is unbeatable.
At
It
the
makes
moment,
him a little more human here.
I would say at the moment he's not that OP.
No,
He's more like the Flasher one.
and then you get Crypto bouncing on him. That's where I'm at. And it's hilarious. I think Crypto's fantastic here. That was the thing. My brother-in-law was complaining about Crypto, and he was not a big fan of the way Crypto was portrayed in it. And he was annoyed with them. And I'm like, oh, come on, man. Crypto, I think, is perfect in this. Crypto is honestly one of the things I like the most about this.
It's its own. I feel like this because there's different versions of Crypto we've seen.
Yeah,
and I feel like this is its James Gunn was going for his own thing, like,
which is fine. Again,
right.
I like I say all the time, I don't want I want it to stay true to the comics to a point, but I want the directors and the filmmakers to put their own
their
spin
own
on it.
thing, and that's what
Yeah.
you're always supposed to do. In a way, you're supposed to have your own thing, your own vision. That's usually how it works. No, just look at that. Like, that's an actual built thing. Set.
Yeah.
Some of it's CGI, but that whole door thing is real. It was built.
Yeah.
That was all that set right there was built.
Funny guy. Oh, Johnny, first, funny guy. I think the opening text makes sense, and the fact that Superman isn't a Mary Sue anymore, I'm fine with that. Absolutely, everybody should be fine with that. Johnny Dome says to me, 1-to-1 should be mainly for animation. I kind of agree with that. If you want to go 1-to-1 on a story, take The Dark Knight Returns, for instance. That works really well in animation because it's almost 1-for-1 from the comic. It works really well. But I would never expect or want to see it in live action. Funny guy says, is Superman strong? Yes, but is he not Thor? Is he not Hulk? But he is not Thor. He is not Hulk. He is Superman. Yes.
Well, here's the controversy. Not for me, but some fans. But who did they get casted as Jor-El? Or Zor-El? What was it? Jor-El or Zor-El? I forget.
Jor-El, Bradley Cooper.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's be real. That's a good cast. That's a good casting for its own vision.
It is. It definitely is. I love this opening to the movie. I think the opening of this movie is just fantastic. From
Right.
the moment it opens to the beautiful shots, all the way to the part where Superman eventually is flying through the air and you get a shot of the crest. Like, to me, this is a fantastic opening to a movie.
Just the fact that we got the robots
Yeah.
just gives me chills. Because we've never seen that. We've never seen that anything besides animation, maybe in the All Star, not in the comic All Star, right? It's just
See that? Yeah. I just love how he talks. You know, no time now
what the
for
hey,
gotta get back to
dude?
the fray. Yeah.
What the hey, dude? What the hey, dude? Perfect persona of Superman. The dog crypto grabbing at his cape.
There's part of me that wishes he was like, all right, come on, Crypto, right there. Come on, boy. But he didn't.
Right.
I again, I love it. And this is my favorite piece of music right
Right.
here. I think this is the best piece of music in the movie.
That's Home, right? I forget what it's called. I think it's Home.
This should be the theme. Like, this is the theme, not the John Williams theme. This should be the theme moving forward.
Right.
Funny Guy says, Cornsworth Superman reminds me of DCAU Tim Daly Superman.
Well, that's what they were going for, really, with the combination of inspiration of comics. Eve.
Yeah.
Funny story, actually. I believe it's her birthday.
Oh, is it?
The actress, yeah.
Johnny
Dude, I
says,
like.
I think
I
he
mean,
lives to trust Crypto. Yeah, I think he does also.
here's Lex.
This piece of music here, I also kind of like as well. It's not great, but I like it because it's got that sci-fi feel to it in the background a little bit. And I wish they
Right.
would have leaned more into that with this movie, is the sci-fi feel with the music. They
Yeah.
did that with Supergirl, and I think it worked phenomenally with Supergirl. I think it would have been really cool to kind of really
Do, but yeah,
do that
Superman.
here as well.
Hunter wanted to. Hunter's saying, did you see his comment about Batman Returns remake of the animated movie?
Let's see. He said, "Don't forget that Zack Snyder, when they let us, yeah, for Batman Returns remake animated movie. I mean, he's not going to. They're not going to do it.
I mean, technically, we're getting that in the Batman Part 2 because it's snow. It's just snowy. I mean, I don't know if it's a Christmas movie, but you know,
Never know.
you never know. I do like the fact that they added Otis.
Yeah, I mean, he.
And like some
I
of the
think,
small characters that you never really think of.
yeah, but again, I think Otis was kind of shortchanged in it. Like, I think he should have had a bigger role, and
Right.
just me, like, why make that character Otis if you're not going to give him a big role or a big enough role, in my opinion.
Right. Ah, yes, the engineer. That will never appear in an Authority movie at this point. She was kind of cool though. I can't lie. Her character was pretty cool seeing in live action.
Yeah. Funny guy says, so yeah, I forgot to say adding Dark Knight Returns next to Batman Part 2 and DCU Batman will only be too time consuming.
Speaking of DC Batman, did you see the random castings, rumored castings that are out there?
For what? For Batman and the DCU?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't even know anymore. I don't know. Johnny Dem says, I think my adventure with Superman feels like David Corn's sweat.
The theme music.
Yeah,
Boom.
I'm at the point where it's unveiled that Ultraman is the one in the suit.
Yeah. I'm a few seconds behind, but yeah, I'm right there too.
Engineer got back there pretty quickly. And we're at the Daily Planet, or about to be in the Daily Planet. There's a good chance, Johnny Dome, that most of those characters will be in Man of Tomorrow. This is a perfect set. Ma Kent is fantastic.
Yeah.
Ah, man, this iteration of his parents is fantastic. I love it. They feel so Midwestern and just exactly what you would think Ma and Pa Kent to be.
Right.
How do you feel about Jimmy Olsen being a ladies' man?
um, it kind of doesn't seem like him, right? But they really don't express him that much in really any movies besides um
Johnny Dome says, I
maybe
think
his version, an animation.
they have
Past versions that really you don't really see him much.
Maybe. Yeah.
He doesn't really have much of a bigger role, I guess.
No. Funny guy says, I don't get the hate on DCU Ma and Pa Kent. I'm the same way. I don't know why people dislike them. I think they're fantastic and a lot of fun, and they're adorable parents, just like I said, like you would expect them to be. Kirkos is just a weird looking guy.
Maybe.
I think it's interesting. Lex goes to the Pentagon and starts like, "Hey,
Right.
look at this. Look at what I've created," and he's very much comic accurate in that way. Like that's something he would do.
Right. Look at my private. Slav. The villain for Bravey.
Oops, there we go. So I don't know if you saw this. There was actually some news that came out about Clayface today.
Right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up.
Peter Safran has confirmed that it takes place before Creature Commandos, which is something James Gunn already explained and said. So
yes.
There was Naomi
A joke,
Ackie
yeah.
Joked about, hey, pitching the idea of having Robert Pattinson appear in Clayface. They were joking that we could go and get Rob to do a little cameo for us, but he was busy being Batman saving another
Confirmed.
Gotham.
Confirmed. So stop believing in the merger, folks. Especially the weirdos that think it's gonna happen. It's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
Sad. The crazy part is though, Slav, is that Pattinson's the perfect age for it.
Maybe, yeah.
And everyone's having a tough time figuring out, who it should be, because it's like the right age, basically.
Yeah. Critic Chris says people were fine with Mom, Pa, Ken, and Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. They were.
Yep.
Funny guy says, I hate the DCU and Matt first merger theory. As do I. As do I. This
I love
scene,
how this scene makes. Looking back at it now, it's kind of forced.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I'm thinking. It just feels forced.
And then there's a random bat just placed there. There's a random bat placed there for her to.
Like, who else is going to be in her apartment? Like, she
right,
know.
Right.
They go right into it. They don't even mess around.
Yeah.
Just
smooching away.
Man. I mean, there's no sex scene in this like in Batman v Superman, but
right. Hey, this is for kids, Slav. This is for kids. You can't about the ones that are complaining about Superman cursing and stuff, but hey, BBS had a sex scene, so hey.
Johnny Dome says, don't want to watch it. The thumbnail Fisher said DC expects Clayface will underperform. Any truth to that? I don't think there's any truth to that. I don't know why they would expect it to underperform. They probably have an expectation for what it will do. Let's not forget that the movie Clayface is rumored to be $40 to $50 million production. So honestly, you're talking about $150 to $200 million is like fantastic. And I think that's possible. I do think it's possible. Am I sure that's what it's going to do? I'm not 100% sure yet. I don't have any kind of theory yet, but I think it is possible.
And with it being moved to I believe, or wasn't it supposed to be coming out in September originally?
I don't remember.
I remember September 11th.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's moved to October 23rd, which is perfect because the time frame of the horror element of like the character. So I think it's going to make a lot of money regardless of what comes out in October.
So the interview with Lois and Superman's going on right now.
It's lame.
And
Slav, Miss Lane. He's going to dress himself right now. Or did he already do it?
I think it's interesting. Like I do. I think this is all interesting. And I think they handled this very well.
Yeah. I think he did this though because he's a new actor. He wasn't really anything known for, you know what I mean? Like they had to introduce him a certain way, I guess. And I guess this is the way Gunn wanted to do it.
Maybe. What do we got over here? Johnny Depp says,
Johnny? About that.
Powerful presenting says Clayface will make 300 million minimum. I hope so. Funny Guy says horror movies like Obsession and Backrooms made money, so I expect Clayface
exactly
to do the same. Yeah, I watched Obsession the other day, finally. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I think Clayface is going to be much different than that, but
right.
I think it has a chance to make some good money.
Johnny, about that?
Butter, but I say hype. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't think you watched Creature Commandos. Slav. I don't think you watched Creature Commandos.
Yeah, I mean, even then though, I think it's still possible, but
that's the same Clayface. The
yeah,
Zaslav and Gunn confirmed that
it's not easy. Not Zaslav, Safran did. It's not as easy as you think to kill off Clayface. So
no, it isn't. Right, funny. Clayface in a Superman movie. I will say one thing who's gonna be in that movie. Did you see that Blue Beetle's gonna be in Man of Tomorrow? So
yeah.
What do you think of that?
I'm all for it. I like Zolo. I think he did really good as Blue Beetle. I really like the
He
Blue
did
Beetle
awesome.
movie. So I'm all for it. Like, why not?
He's that specific version of Blue Beetle is actually my favorite version. He's just a teenager kid getting the powers, just kind of like what's it called? Shazam or Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
The same scenario,
Superman talks in the third person.
Hashtag super poop. No,
this the thing I love about this interaction with Lois and Clark is it's showing that they have a relationship, that they are human and have human emotions and human interaction, and that's what I love about it so much, and that's why I think it's really great. I think what turns some people off from it is the fact that they're used to seeing like what Christopher Reeve did with Margaret Kidder. Like it was Superman, and he was Superman in that moment, and Lois
used to the damsel in distress instead of the modern approach of a actual scholar.
Not so much that it's more along the lines of, look, he is making Superman, Clark, in this movie as human as possible, because that's kind of the story of the film from the beginning of the movie, from the time we see him beaten in the snow to this part here to the end of the movie when he gives his speech to Lex. It's all about him realizing and us understanding that he is human. He is very human and more human than probably a lot of people want to realize. And that is what this scene is about, most of all, is showcasing and highlighting, hey, he's just human. He's got a girlfriend. He's got a girlfriend, and he fights with his girlfriend just like any other person will fight with their girlfriend or their wife or whatever. Like, that is something that happens, and Superman isn't above that. As much as you want to put him on a pedestal and say he's above that, he's not, because he's human. He was raised as a human. So I love this about that. Like, I really, really do love this.
Hashtag super shit. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
The thing about that, funny guy, is that there's every era has a new version, and some may say he's the only definitive version, which I say that's ludicrous because, like I said, every era has their own version. Every generation does. He may be the best one, but like I said, every generation has their own Superman, and they have the right to have their own vision for Superman.
Powerful Presenting says, if Spider-Man Brand New Day has Hulk and Punisher, why can't Man of Tomorrow have Blue Beetle and Justice Gang? They're still sad Superman or Supergirl flopped, but still buying the poster though. Powerful says, why doesn't Warner Brothers take down Aaron Fisher's channel at this point?
I'm gonna be real. I think they should just ban people that are negative from the movie theaters. I mean, I had that idea for years. Like,
sorry,
but hey, I hate YouTubers like him. I'm sorry. Him, Nerderotic, Geeks and Gamers, all those Film Threat, all those negative Nancys that are just terrible people, in my opinion.
James Watkins talked about the look of Gotham City and Clayface. He says, James and I wanted to create a Gotham that had a certain impressiveness and corruption to it and dirt to it, but also wasn't murky. I like to have some color in the film and in the universe. I like that. You know, differentiate it from what Reeves is doing. Absolutely.
Right.
And give it a new feel so it feels like it's in the DC.
What this speaks to me is that we're getting the DCAU version, the creative side and the real depiction of Gotham. That's what I feel from that. I gotta turn that down a little bit.
It does get here.
And I agree, Luke Cage, but like it gets to a point when you're just full negative. Exactly, funny guy. When they're just straight toxic and that's all they support is straight toxic like community, then
Crypto's awesome. Taking on the engineer. Poor Crypto.
No.
Poor Crypto. Luke Cage says people are allowed to have negative opinions just like positive opinions. You're right, Luke Cage. I disagree. I hate that in this current landscape of pop culture fandom that you can't have a good conversation. And look, I'm somebody who loves the DCU and excited about the DCU, and I may have some concerns and some issues with things that come in about it or come out for it. And if I voice those concerns or those criticisms or those opinions, then people jump down my throat. On the flip side, you have people who hate things, like just absolutely hate things.
There's a difference.
And like that is an issue. That is an issue. There's no reason to be sitting there putting a hashtag fire James Gunn or fire Peter Safran or things like that. That is just pathetic and loser mentality. But if you don't like it, if you're not a fan of it, then just say, look, I watched Superman, I didn't like it. I watched Superman, I didn't like it. I watched this, I didn't like it. But to sit there and say that James Gunn needs fired because you yourself didn't like it is pretty pathetic. And I'm not saying that's you, Luke Cage. I'm just saying in general, if somebody says that, it's pretty pathetic.
Funny guy in Powerful had really good comments.
Let's see. And Funny Guy says, as long as opinions aren't toxic, then sure. Critic Chris, they can't boycott, right? When they watch shows and go to the movies, we know why, of course. Powerful says, people can have negative opinions without being a dick like Nerdrotic and Snyder Cult.
100%. I mean, Nerd Erotic and Film Thread and Geeks and Gamers are one thing. Then there's just Aaron Fisher. Who's a whole complete... I'm sorry, he's a complete nut. I don't mean to disrespect him, but he really is.
And there's the baby kaiju. I feel like there's a whole lot more that was cut out of this movie.
I do
from
too.
this point. Like right before the kaiju, like from baby kaiju to big kaiju, I think that there's a movie that was cut out.
I mean, it wasn't a bad edit, but I like. There's definitely scenes that were probably cut from this.
And you get your typical
Town
Superman
Square.
Something.
Yeah. I still love how they freaking gun added what's it called from like the burger place that they go to?
Big Belly Burger.
Yeah, Big Belly. I love how he added that, dude. Like the little things that you know, the little things
Powerful.
like that.
We're at the kaiju scene right now. Yeah, I like that. That's world building. I mean, he did a good job with the world building.
I kind of agree. Funny Guy. At this point, they probably shouldn't.
Funny Guy says that's why test screenings should be skipped. DC studios don't have to do test screenings. I disagree. I think it's important to have test screenings. I do. I don't think they need to rely on them as heavily as they do. I think they need to trust the filmmakers and things, but because like take Supergirl for instance, I really like Supergirl. I think the movie is fantastic. But I think there is a better version of that movie that we didn't get to see, and that's because of the different test screen, that they had.
Eyes up here.
I want to know where he got this kaiju.
You know what's crazy? Everyone says like this Reeves Superman is like acting wise is the best, but like looking at the movie and looking at this one compared to like the shots of him flying, there is a complete difference in comparison of how good of a movie this really is compared to that one, regardless of writing and acting. Basically, I'm saying is that he comes to life as a character with the flying. We really haven't gotten that. Besides Returns.
I do think it's kind of funny how like this Daily Planet's in the middle of the city, and all this chaos is going on, and everybody at the Daily Planet's just kind of sitting there like, yep.
I mean, that's what their normal thing is doing. Like, then that's what the animation they pretty much did until like they're actually affected or in involvement.
It feels very comic accurate in that regard.
Right.
I like this version of Hawkgirl. I think she's good. I
right.
know people think it's like they're like I hate her.
They probably could have worked on the mask a little bit better, but overall acting and what she was given she did a pretty good job. I mean, technically, you did Johnny and Peacemaker season 2. He got his own thing. Went into an evil world. Banged his alternate chick. James Gunn's wife,
Yeah.
and then came back a villain, and then got trapped again. Right, Slav? Pretty much the premise of season 2.
Powerful says Hot Take Man of Tomorrow will be retitled to Superman Man of Tomorrow. I don't know if it will or not. I don't think they're going to keep it Man of Tomorrow because I don't think it's going to. I don't think that hits the general audience right. But I don't think it'll be Superman Man of Tomorrow.
Honestly, he might change it from Man of Tomorrow to Justice League or something like Justice of America. You don't think so?
But I could see it maybe being Superman the Man of Tomorrow because it's one title then. It's not Superman : Man of Tomorrow. But I could see them making it like Superman the Man of Tomorrow, where it's kind of like one big title. That's just me.
Right.
Because James Gunn doesn't like semicolons in his titles.
Right.
Let's see. Funny guy says, yeah, I see what you mean. I would prefer a director and producer double checks movies. That's what I do when I do videos. I double check my videos to see if it needs re-editing or not. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Powerful says Hawker was so hot.
Powerful. No, it doesn't. It does not exist.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Erase it. Erase it from your memory, Slav, before you become into the trap. That is the Snyder cult.
Metahumans kill Thing.
All right. Metahumans kill Thing. W. The fact that she's Chopper is crazy. You know that, right?
No,
the actress that she voices Chopper in season 2 of One Piece live action. The Michaela Hoover, she's the blonde. She's Cat. What's her name? No.
Cat Grant.
Yeah.
If they keep it Man of Tomorrow, the Asian audiences will think it's Henry Cavill's sequel. They could. That you're not wrong, but maybe that's how you get people to watch it there.
There's a star, man. Remember that trend that everyone wanted that song in the movie?
Everybody wanted it so bad.
Looking at it now, it's so silly that they wanted it.
Yeah.
Who are you, random construction guy? Right?
It's really interesting that James Gunn did take this direction.
Yes, and I'm looking at it now, Slav. That might be the inspiration for it. Maybe even the Lanterns, especially like the twist at the end of with Kara. You know, Hadouken! Taking out the villain. I guess like after watching Supergirl and seeing that ending, I think this right here is a bigger idea for the whole DCU.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see what happens in Lanterns, even though everyone's already ticked off about episode 1 and not even giving it a chance. And the whole idea for a show, regardless of your favorite character, you know, is to watch it before you judge it.
I have a problem with this scene where he's walking because it doesn't make much sense. I feel he would like fly away.
Here comes the random can.
Go away.
Here comes the random can.
At least he doesn't blink now.
Then there's a random crying lady. Ah, there it is. There's the can. I'm gonna be real. He did a good job as Lex.
Oh, real good.
He did really good as Lex. And then he did even awesome and more in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
My Adventure is kind of its own thing, Johnny. Honestly, I haven't even been a fan of it. Been mean to watch it, but like, I'm not a fan of it because it's another version of Superman that's on its own media. Same
Yeah.
with the Batman. Instead of focusing on the main universe that is the DCU right now, you have separate projects that are outside of it, which we really don't need. I mean, look at Batman, for example. There's like 5 more animation things coming out in the next 2 years. There's Nightfall, there's Bat Family, there's Caped Crusader. It's just we really don't need that much unnecessary content that's outside of the DCU
Yeah.
when you're trying to build a universe. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Batman. I love Batman content. Same with Slav would say the same thing. But you cannot establish a universe with separate versions of certain like specific characters from DC.
Yeah.
That was such a random drop line, dude. I hope he rots a blink. That was such a random.
So Matt Reeves talked about producing Clayface. He said, "I'm drawn to more grounded DC characters, and coming off the Batman, wanted to expand that interest to other characters and stories. Clayface presented a unique opportunity to dive into an origin story within a specific genre. It's a tragic character journey wrapped in terrifying body horror."
Mm,
That makes me excited, and also solidifies that he says he's more into the grounded DC stuff,
right.
which is
Which
why
makes
his universe would never fit with the DCU.
right because the DCU is more the creative side, the more fun side of Batman. Um, and then like you said, Reeves is the more realistic side, more
Yeah, grounded.
grounded. Yeah, I don't know about that. I would say Aaron Fisher's more full of himself than Matt Reeves.
Johnny Depp says, "Would love Kevin
Here's
Smith to
the
do
big
something with
reveal.
DC."
I love this theme. We obviously knew it was, but it was like a shock to me. Like,
Yeah,
oh wow, it was obviously coming, but I just thought it was a cool reveal. He's just holding his food for him.
I like Kevin Smith. I just don't think that Kevin Smith is capable of playing in the sandbox of the DCU.
He's
I
all
just
over
don't
the
think he
place
is.
anymore. He's all over the place anymore, Slav. He's really lost that I'm a real comic book side of him.
Yeah,
He's more like
he did good
he'll
with He-Man, but that's
do it for
animation.
himself guy.
And he didn't write He-Man. Like, he was the showrunner, but he had a
Right.
group of writers on that show as well. I mean, if you want to do something animation wise with Kevin Smith, maybe, but not live action.
Yeah.
What's up, doggo?
What's up, doggo?
Wrong doggo.
Yes, but Clerks was a one-hit wonder, and now he's just trying to make it relevant again.
Yeah.
That's what Johnny C. also does his Clerks comics. But there are fans out there that love that stuff. But like, he's just trying to stay relevant. Oh no,
Brett
not a
says, "Greetings from
Michiganer.
Michigan. How's it going?"
How's the 20-pack air quality up there, dude? Nah, good to have you, Brett. W.
Again, his
That
interaction
kind of
with Lex
seems a little for. I mean, what'd you say?
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
I was saying that his interaction with
Peacemaker. Let's
Lex,
go.
his interaction with
Gun got to
Lex
fit him
kind
in
of
there
highlights
somewhere,
his human nature.
right?
Whoops. What was that? There we go. That's where I was going. Johnny Dome says, just saying he has experience with this. And if Zach could do this, then a person that knows comics could do better. True. Powerful says, greetings from UK. DC should pay me since I saw Supergirl 5 times.
The thing with that, Johnny, and having Kevin Smith, I mean, he's a good dude and all, but like, if Gunn wants to keep this universe going, he would probably have to hire people that actually are watching the stuff, that know comics and stuff, and like all the DC lore and all that. Like Koi, for example, or Boba Talks, or like actual YouTubers that know what they're talking about. If he wants the universe to keep going, instead of Kevin Smith, because Kevin Smith he's old. He's he's old as dirt. No lie.
No, I think Kevin Smith could have something to say with animation, maybe, but
yeah, maybe
not
animation,
live action.
But not live action. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, he's done comics powerful. Like, I know that he did Marvel. He did a Daredevil run in DC. He did a couple Batman comics. He did Green Arrow. He's done comic runs for sure. I think he's doing a comic run right now for someone. I know that they did the Jane Silent Bob comics. They did the Clerk comics, but I think he's doing something right now with one of the big ones. Maybe DC? Let me see here.
I will say I did like a few years ago. I liked his support for Batman Forever.
He's writing a new series titled Bizarro Year None. That was supposed to come out this year. I don't know if it actually did or not. No.
Basically, I liked him supporting the Schumacher cut because that's Forever is probably my favorite Batman.
No, it did. It came out.
Did it?
Yeah. And then actually the final issue came out this month.
That's funny.
It was a 4-issue run. So yeah, I thought he was doing something with DC. So,
I mean, if Kevin Smith was a part of it, like you said, it would probably be animation.
Yeah, Batman Cacophony he did. Yep. Brat says, I saw Supergirl again tonight. Wow. I stopped counting after 5 as to how many times I've seen it. That's awesome.
W.
Look, I if you love something, go see it as much as you want. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people that hate it. I enjoyed Supergirl. I truly did. I enjoyed it a lot. And I can't wait to do the watch along with that. Afbrat says, I'm just now reading the Injustice series. That's a great story. That is a great story. It's fun. Not fun. It's that's not what I wanted to say. It's not fun. It's kind of dark and
depressing,
dire and depressing,
kind of like the Snyderverse that had inspiration from it.
Aw, he loves Lois.
Moochie loves Chachi. Dodgeball. Anyone get that reference?
Yeah.
Moochie loves Chachi. You know what, Johnny, you're actually right about that, dude.
And Johnny says Kevin Smith would do a cool Plastic Man or even a Constantine project. Plastic Man because jokes, Constantine because of dogma. Maybe, yeah, perhaps. Powerful says, "Yeah, you know, it's so hot. I can't wait to be like Crypto in the theater." Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Half Brett says, "Cavill was
Momoa's
okay,
right
not his fault.
though.
Everything sucked." I agree.
I agree. He was a perfect Superman. It was just the writing.
I'm going to be completely honest, and I said this even last year. Look, I love Cavill. Man of Steel is still my favorite Superman movie. I think Corn Sweat is a better Superman. I think he embodies Superman better than Cavill did. Now, Cavill embodied Zack Snyder's Superman very well, but Zack Snyder's Superman isn't Superman from the comics, and Corn Sweat embodies that Superman better. The Superman that everybody has loved and grown to love for 90 years, Corn Sweat embodies far more and far better than Cavill. Again, I love Cavill. I love what he did, but I think Corn Sweat is the better representation. Johnny Dome says, would even get Edward Norton. Him doing Elseworld trilogy would be cool, but not sure what character. Christopher Reeve was good. Look, there's no denying that Christopher Reeve was good, but I mean, he's up there. I mean, he's a top 3 for sure. Now, honestly, you probably could interchange him with Cavill, with Corn Sweat. Let's see more Corn Sweat first. But
I mean,
yeah, I mean, he was good.
He was good until movies 3 and 4 came out. For Christopher Reeve.
That's the thing.
We don't talking about those. Nobody likes talking about those. So
Christopher
it's a part of his legacy.
Had 2 good movies.
Right.
He embodied Superman very well, embodied Clark very well. His portrayal was great because there was that dynamic where when he was Clark, he was Clark. When he was Superman, he was Superman. I don't think we've seen enough Corn Sweat in both roles yet to really, say, Corn Sweat's better. But I think Corn Sweat is damn good. I do.
He's pretty good for what he was given and what
says, I was being sarcastic. Reeves
expectations he had to overcome.
Johnny Dem thinks that Corn Sweat did sort of a George Reeves style.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess. I've not watched much of George Reeves. I've seen a few things of him, but maybe.
Well, at least we know one thing. The one from the 90s don't count. From Lois and Clark or whatever, the Superman
Dean
Lois.
Cain? Oh, Dean
yeah,
Cain
you don't count. I know, but he's not really much a comic book guy these days. He's probably a good guy, but definitely not a
Powerful
comic book
says
guy.
No one even remembers Ralph. I remember Ralph. I like Superman Returns.
I love Superman Returns.
Half Brett says I've never seen Superman 2 through 4. My brother says the first one is the only one. Whoa.
2 is better than the first one.
Yes, 2 is better than Superman 1. Superman 1's great. Superman the movie, great movie. But you need to watch Superman 2. And there's actually 2 versions. There's 2 versions of the movie. I recommend watching both versions and you deciding which one you like more, because there's some people say Donner's cut is better. I like Donner's cut the best, but I think people need to.
With 2 is like everyone praises Snyder's version of Zod and the actor who played Zod in it, but Superman 2, that's the best Zod, and nobody can deny it, regardless of like how silly it looks these days. That actor killed Zod in Superman 2. His whole crew did. The whole crew of the characters. Like, Superman 2 is far superior than Superman 1. With
Powerful says, you guys like Superman Returns. Here's the thing. Is Superman Returns a good movie? No. Is Superman Returns a bad movie? No.
No.
It's a mediocre film. Yes, he doesn't punch anything. That kind of sucked. But Brandon Routh was really good. Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, man, was fantastic.
He was awesome.
He was so good. Look, say what you want about Kevin Spacey and his personal life. Dude's an asshole, but he is an amazing actor, and he was awesome as Lex Luthor. So there are aspects of that movie that I really, really like. I liked the whole father to son, son to father type of thing. Like, that was a really cool little aspect of the movie. I liked that. But then you had what's-her-face playing Lois. Terrible. She was not good.
It was a choice.
But again, I like the movie. I think it's still good. Just
the
not
director's
great.
a pretty bad guy too.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
He did X-Men as well.
Ryan Singer, oh boy. Johnny Dome, corny but taken seriously with a subtle difference between Clark and Superman is what I took from George Reeves. Gotcha. Afbrat, Kane was my intro to Superman when I was 8 in '94, and I've been in love with Superman ever since. Honestly, my real intro to Superman was Superman the Animated Series and Justice League Unlimited. Like that was my real introduction to Superman. I watched the Superman movie when I was a kid, but I didn't like watch it. But yeah, that's kind of what got me into Superman. And honestly, I could even say that my real introduction was more Super Friends. Because when I was even younger, like when I was a kid, I would watch Super Friends on Cartoon Network, and yeah, that was kind of my introduction to really seeing Superman.
Sorry, cut you off. Sorry, remember when they were supposed to do Wonder Twins a couple years ago? Before Gunn got there, I was actually kind of looking forward to that, dude, because
I don't know, man.
Just because some, like you said, Super Friends, like you grew up on a little bit of it. Most people like don't know the heck about DC's history or like the actual history. Most people like view the Super Friends as DC. You know, like all the people over like 60, 50. That's their DC. Besides Adam West and like the old 40 serials stuff. You know?
Johnny Doom, yeah. This is actually a real spot for Kevin Smith would be Shazam, childish, corny, but has some emotional moments and some horror like Tusk. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad move there also.
I did see that.
Funny guy goes, could Gunn bring back Wonder Twins? He could, but I hope he doesn't.
I just don't know how, but
Millie Alcott comparing her to Chat.
I did see that picture. It's everywhere on YouTube.
I don't agree with how they handled that whole thing with Supergirl, how Dean Cain did that, and how Geeks and Gamers and all that stuff. Like, that's just pathetic. They're pathetic losers doing that, because a lot of them were leaning into this belief that Supergirl was going to be a woke film, and it wasn't woke at all.
It wasn't woke
shape, or form. But I am somebody who I try to take actors and filmmakers, their politics out of things. Like Dean Cain, I liked him as Superman. I think he was great as Superman. But yeah, he's got some wild takes, and it is what it is. But I'll still
follow justice. But that's a wonderful shot there, Slav.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out though, like what this building is supposed to be, because it says Hall of Justice, but you still have the signs that say 2 trains.
Maybe it's like it used to be a hangout.
I think they're moving in. I think this is them moving into the building, but I don't know, because there's no explanation here. Because you see like boxes of stuff off to the side here.
Yeah, maybe
the coffee bars are right in the middle.
My thing is, there's murals on the wall though, with like Black Cat or the old Justice Society. There's like murals on the wall, dude. I don't know if you noticed
exactly.
that.
They have murals on the wall
maybe
here.
Like it used to be the hangout, and now they just bought it and they're moving in, like you said.
I don't know.
I don't know at this point. Like, it is rumored that Man of Tomorrow was supposed to have more scenes like this. So we'll have to see.
what Afrat says, it says, I'm not happy with what Kane said lately in regards to Superman, Supergirl, etc. I think the funniest thing, and look, I know people don't want to, I don't want to get political during this, but I will say this. When it comes to Dean Cain, I think it's kind of ridiculous and funny that he criticizes the Supergirl movie and, criticizes Millie Alcock and everything, and he sits there and acts like he's against this whole woke idealism and everything like that. But if you really sit back and think about it, if you believe in the woke agenda, he was in the Supergirl TV show. Let's not forget that. He was in the
That was
Supergirl
far
TV
worse
show,
than what the
and the Supergirl TV show was woke as shit. So
right. It was worse than yeah, you're right. You're right. You got a good point. Besides the theme, that show was terrible.
Let's see. Powerful. A former Superman actor who has Japanese roots 30 years later makes fun of the first Supergirl movie in decades. Not a good guy.
Right.
Anyways, but yeah, enough about the politics.
I like that comment. Look how Powerful said next comment.
Dean Cain is a complete flop.
That's funny to me because it was like reverse psychology, like, karma.
Yeah.
Oh.
That haircut should be against
the haircut should be against your past. See, look at that mural, dude. That's so sweet.
What did you say, Johnny Dome? From Snyder movies, 5 chairs and room for more.
Yeah, I don't know why he implemented that at BVS. You know what's so sad, dude? We are never getting the Watchtower.
Maybe.
Unless the DCU doesn't work, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always the Hall of Justice first instead of the freaking Watchtower. I mean, I'm hoping that's what I'm hoping. Like, just call it Superman Man tomorrow, whatever. I'm hoping that at the end of that movie we get the Watchtower, regardless of the Hall of Justice. Because Brainiac is a threat.
Yeah.
An international threat, and they already freaking created what's it called? At the end of Peacemaker.
I also really like I like what they do to Superman when he gets the kryptonite poisoning, how he looks almost zombified.
That is true, funny guy. I'm sorry, Slav, what'd you say?
I like the way Superman looks with the kryptonite poisoning, like he's zombified.
Oh yeah, dude, like, yeah. His acting, your action towards the kryptonite was like spot on, dude. Oh, freaking Reeves! Slow motion can't do anything. He actually shows pain in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't see this coming. I mean, I knew he was a bad guy, but I didn't think Gunn would actually kill someone like that with Lex. You know?
And Afbrat, that's exactly how it should be. You don't have to agree with people on everything, but don't let it ruin your enjoyment of the art that they've made. Brat. Johnny Dome says Kevin Smith introducing Bizarro in the DCU would be fine too.
Oh, we already got Bizarro. He's in this movie. He's either that or Ultraman. Right, Slav?
Yeah.
At least that's the theories of it. Best part of the movie right here. Besides the end. Besides the fight at the end.
I don't know. I could
I
have done
love this
without
scene.
this. I could have done without this.
I know, but it's it's gosh darn terrific.
Johnny
Nick Cage
Dome.
is
I
on.
love that. I love that. Give it to us. I think that would be fantastic.
No, we already got Nick Cage as John Madden later this year, so why not? He actually looks pretty good in it. He actually looks pretty good as John Madden. No lie.
See, my problem with this scene is is how they're just focusing on Lois watching it. Like, that's my problem with the scene.
Yeah, you're right. Instead of just seeing him. I mean, I get it, but we've never seen Mr. Terrific.
No,
Like this on the big screen,
this.
I don't think. It's besides this. So him getting his own spotlight in a scene is
Yeah, but I would have liked to have actually seen more of it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And not Lois's face going the whole time.
His drones, dude. Boop boop boop. Then he flies in the air like I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Holy crap. But it's the other word.
You hate the trophy. It's not that I hate it. I just don't like the way it was shot and presented. I think it could have been done better. But hey, I mean, it's James Gunn. He likes to do those kind of moments, and it is what it is. I just not a fan of this one.
Kneel before salt.
Afrat says, if I didn't like Peacemaker, I probably won't like Clayface, right? What?
What?
They're two totally different types of things.
Yeah.
Clayface is gonna be a body horror. So if you're a horror fan, a movie fan, you'll probably enjoy it. If you're not a horror movie fan, you might enjoy it. I don't know. I'm not a big horror movie fan, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. But
my stuff froze. It's okay.
I still see and hear you.
No, my movie.
Oh, your movie.
Okay, now I'm at the portal. Well, how far are you into it, dude?
Metamorphose crying. And he's saying you can get to my son, right?
No, I'm about like 10 seconds off, but it's fine. It's whatever. Whole point is to have a conversation and just comment. But I'm actually really excited for Clayface because the people attached to it. You know, like the writers, the producers, the director,
I get
photographer.
I get that, but I think I don't think Clayface is going to be raunchy in that way at all.
Here's the thing, Peacemaker. I mean, about Peacemaker, right? There's people out there that still believe General Hospital isn't raunchy. And it's been going on for 50-something years, 60 whatever years. But hey, do with that what you will.
Powerful says Peacemaker 2 was buns. I enjoyed Peacemaker Season 2. The final episode was not great. I did like how they were setting up the future of what they could do, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't as explosive or as jaw-dropping as I would have hoped.
Right.
I love the conversation with Lois and Mr. Terrific. Repel?
Yeah.
Where am I going to get stuff to repel? I don't know. Maybe it comes out of your circles.
I agree, powerful. That and Aaron
Ezra
Fisher.
Miller's career is a flop.
That and Aaron Fisher.
Jeez.
I liked it, but I've seen its
Don't worry,
problems.
powerful. One day we'll be watching that in our watch alongs here on Slav's movie night. Don't worry.
That was pre-gun, but even though he said he promoted it, that it was his, he liked it. That was definitely a lie. Never. So he's a flop.
I want some T spheres. Funny guy says never liked Ezra Miller's Flash to begin with. I thought he always felt more like Wally West than Barry Allen, but
Right.
how much did Zaslav pay Cruz to say Flash is the greatest film he's ever seen? Probably not enough.
Probably not enough. But hey, go see Digger. No, Tom Cruise.
Crypto.
The squirrels. You know what just boggles my mind, dude?
You could. That's not bad. What's that?
The fact that there's a fan base 13 years later crying about having a universe when all the actors are 13 years older now from when they originally were in their prime, and think that it can all work based off contracts.
I'm looking forward to Digger Powerful.
You know, Slav?
Yeah,
it just boggles my mind. 13 years later, and they still think it's going to happen. And they think it's going to happen regardless of the merger or not. And even if this fails, they ain't getting nothing. No DC fans getting anything. They're going to get Superman and Batman solo films forever. If this DCU fails. Right, Johnny. The fact that we got freaking Metamorpho, dude.
That's cool. It's cool.
That's really sweet, dude. We've never got him in any media besides animation, dude. Especially the DCU, you know? Like, that's awesome. That's progress.
It's a flying
That's progress.
Dog.
And they got the perfect actor to do him.
Yeah.
I liked him as Zaz on Gotham. Even though you're not really... Like, that's one of my favorite shows. Used to watch it every Monday night. I never realized how freaking dark it was in the beginning, dude. For Gotham.
Why are people gooning Kate Bishop in Doomsday?
Because they're Marvel fans. Supposed Marvel fans. That goon and glaze everything. Marvel. And never give any other project a chance. From opposing companies. Sure, powerful, sure. That's totally why you bought your ticket. Apparently, funny guy. Apparently, there's Kate Bishop Gooners.
I didn't even know Kate Bishop was going to be in
I didn't know. This is the first thing. Yes, we did.
Blood Ocean. Hey, did you all start the movie? Yep. Yeah, we're an hour and 15 minutes into the movie.
Welcome to the party, Blood Ocean.
Metamorpho just said Superman's really weird.
I don't know. Why does Eternals and Shang-Chi exist then, Powerful? if you're just, Digger exists,
Yeah.
A live action Gem exists, and that was a terrible, terrible adaptation. If you remember that, Slav. If you remember that. They're actually making a new one, I believe. But that first try was terrible. Nobody saw it. It got freaking... It bombed hard.
Blood Ocean says Superman is weird and goofy, and I'm here for it, as am I. Funny guy says Infinity War Thor is back. Hopefully. Powerful. Why does the thing look so out of place? Because it doesn't work in the MCU like they thought. At least that design.
Right. It's a dog.
Powerful asks if Doomsday flops, would you be surprised? I wouldn't be, but it's not going to flop.
It's not going to.
They already sold a shit ton of tickets, and they're going to sell shit ton more.
It was 2 hours. Literally 2 hours in my local theater, and they were already sold out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Spider-Man's all freaking sold out right now. Like,
Funny guy says regardless, will be reboarded. I don't think it will be. I think it's going to have a quote unquote soft reboot after Secret Wars, but it's not going to be rebooted.
Nah.
Powerful says $700 million budget, Slav. I mean, if that's true, I've heard rumors, and if is that true or what, maybe not. But I think that Doomsday is going to make $2 billion. I do. I think it's going to hit $2 billion. So I don't think it's going to flop. And like Blood Ocean says, flop doesn't equal bad. And you're right. Flop doesn't equal bad. Look at Supergirl. Supergirl is not a bad movie. It flopped, but it's not a bad movie. As much as people want to try and say it's a bad movie, it's not.
You know what sucks about like that side of the fandom, dude? And supportive of nerderotic pre-hating Supergirl and all that?
What's that?
I don't know if you saw this, but people are saying that if Sydney Sweeney was casted as Supergirl, that movie would have succeeded, which is a terrible, terrible thing to say as a human being.
First off, Millie Alcock was fantastic as Supergirl.
She was.
Sydney Sweeney, would she be a good Supergirl? Maybe. I don't see her as Supergirl though. Like just the way she puts herself out there and off. I know she can act, but she's not a great actress. She's okay, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference. I don't.
It's just insane to me. People have said that side of the fandom, I guess if you could call them that at this point, said that.
Powerful says Avengers needs 1.5 to break even. It's going to surpass that easily. Let's see. Johnny Dome. I know for sure some of the reaction channels are waiting for Supergirl to go digital. It would get a boost with that hype. It could. But it comes out next week. Far from an option. It's been 15, 20 years.
That is true, Brett.
Did far better
that is very true.
Funny guy, Chicken Little and Thomas and the Magic Railroad were flop movies. Are they bad movies? I don't think so. They're not terrible movies.
Funny guy.
Flop internationally, mark my words.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Maybe. Dune is there, so maybe. More people might be excited to see Dune than Avengers.
Maybe.
Because it's at least originality. to a degree instead of like the 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th Avengers film.
Yeah.
That would be the only thing I would say that hurts it, is that it's the 6th, 7th, 8th Avengers film.
Powerful says international audiences don't care anymore. I think you'll see that that's not accurate with Spider-Man.
That's not accurate.
Spider-Man's going to do huge and internationally. I think it's possible that that'll help boost up Doomsday. And Johnny Dump says Doomsday will just help Man of Tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
The Mighty Crabjoys.
The fact they added that song at the end is just hilarious.
Spider-Man is the most popular character in comics. He is right now. He is actually. He surpassed.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he's
surpassed Batman.
Well, that was a few years ago. I don't know about now. I think right now, because of Absolute Batman and the Absolute series, that's the number one stuff.
The fact
Spider-Man is huge.
That's also another freaking Batman content I forgot about that we're getting. We're getting an Absolute Batman animated series.
Yeah.
That's another freaking thing that really shouldn't happen unless they just adapt it to the DCU or something. Because like I said, all that extra content is going to hurt the value and the understanding of the DCU.
Johnny Depp says, after Doomsday, I'm expecting the Man of Tomorrow trailer. If James Gunn and Warner Brothers don't pay all the money to put a Man of Tomorrow trailer with Doomsday, they need replaced. It's that simple. You're going to have the biggest movie of the year. You're going to have the most amount of eyes on that movie. You need to have that trailer out then. Not just on Doomsday, but you need to have it with Dune as well. And they will, because that's Warner Brothers. But you have to have it on both. That way, everybody will see it. Everybody and their mother will see the Man of Tomorrow trailer.
I'm gonna be real, Slav. That's that trailer time for like release days for Gunn is usually early December. So we might have the trailer before then, and they might play it during theaters for both theaters.
It's about the middle of December, and yeah, that's a good possibility. So I think they need to do that. Afbret says, why does Superman struggle to get love? I think it's because Superman's always been a character that's tough to feel connection with. And to do it in one single movie is really, really difficult. And James Gunn, I think, did a really good job. I talked about it earlier in this show, how they made Superman, they made Clark feel human. And that's a big part of why I think this movie is such a success in that regard in portraying Superman. But I think that's the hardest thing, because you can't connect with a god. You can't connect with this ultra super powerful alien, but you can connect with somebody who's human. And that's why movies like Batman do so well. That's why Iron Man did so well. That's why that type of stuff did good and did well, because of the connection that the audience can have. Same with Spider-Man. Yeah, he's got these superpowers, but he's just a kid. He's just a human, and that's why Spider-Man does so well as well. Also, too. Yeah. Absolute Batman suit is in the new Lego Batman game. But this, yeah.
That game is awesome. Have you played it?
You're right. We're not going to get the Man of Tomorrow trailer until December.
Oh,
you're
definitely
right.
Like I said, early December.
It's exactly when Doomsday and Dune come out, so that's perfect timing.
Like I said, early December probably, and then they'll attach it to both movies.
Yeah. Funny guy says movies releasing in summer and Christmas is the best times. I think that's how they get the most money. Yeah.
Yep. And that's usually how it's been.
We got a great scene here. One of the best moments in this with
I agree.
Pa Kent talking to Clark. It is fantastic.
I didn't want my dog eating my cows. Oh, we lost him.
I'm still here.
No. We didn't want to. We want to. I didn't want my dog eating my family's cows. The fact that he has like the actual seat like that like an actual farm has one of those seats. No lie, no joke. They have one of those seats. The fact that he put an actual seat from an actual farm like that is crazy. But that location is perfect for what it needs to be. And this scene in general, like everything that Paul is saying to Clark is 100% true in life.
Yes.
Your actions, your choices make who you are. But hey, you could say, or it could just be a Paul can that says, hey, let him die. Or maybe not. And then die a tornado halfway through the first draft of the movie.
Yeah.
Gonna be a DC fiction nerd fan. I don't know.
See, for me, I love this moment in this scene. It's, to me, the way that Pa Kent says this and tells us the super to Clark is almost the same as Uncle Ben saying, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yep.
You know, this is the same thing. It's just that good. It is that good. It's always fun to see Guy Gardner drinking some milk, right?
This is one of my favorite scenes, and then another scene that's coming up is
with the
most powerful scene in the movie. It's the most powerful scene in the movie, I think.
Yeah.
I got little chills every time I hear this scene happen. Because regardless of anyone's political views, we definitely need a Superman at this moment in the world. I mean, there is if you believe in it, but hey, that's besides the point. But this world is definitely getting pretty bad.
Agree, Afrat. Again, that whole scene there it's just fantastic.
Yep. Cue the music, Slav. Brr, brr, brr. Oh, there it is. Superman. Chills, man, chills. That son of a blank brought the war to us.
Like I said, when it comes to the music in this movie, I get the love for what John Williams created, but I think that they need to walk away from the John Williams Superman theme after this movie. Like, okay, we did it. It's nostalgia.
I agree.
Walk away. You made a fantastic theme in this for Superman. Utilize that.
Right. That one.
This and then this scene here where we're seeing
this was iconic too.
The Daily Planet. Well, I'm talking about the Daily Planet staff talking about what's going on and piecing everything together and yada yada yada. I think this was supposed to lead to something more. Again, more movie that was cut out that we didn't get to see.
Yeah,
because
there's Gotham City. Keep left.
After this moment with the staff, they go into Mr. Terrific's ship, and then they just are nothing the rest of the movie. Like, you know, like it's just like, yeah, I know they do this whole thing where they have to write an article.
The movie's only 209, so there's definitely some stuff that they cut out.
Yeah. That's awesome, Blood Ocean. My daughter too. My daughter is a huge fan of Superman now, and she was so excited to see him in Supergirl, and she loved the Supergirl movie. Also, my young daughter.
Yes.
Johnny Dome, yeah. Rachel talks about how Lois has powers in the comics. That would be cool to see in live action, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
Oh, definitely not. They got to establish a lot before she gets her powers. That's if she gets her powers.
Powerful as the DCU continues, are we worried about the Snyder cult, violence, etc.? No.
No. I will say the only thing I would be concerned is if the situation with Gunn, his contract, and who would replace him if we're not able to get his contract situated. That is the only thing I would say I'm concerned about. Post Man of Tomorrow.
I don't think Superman is for kids. I think Superman is for everyone, and that's
for everyone. It's
Superman
literally based off. It's literally based off a story that's not even comics. It's been here for many, many long years, dude. Not just a century. Like basically, like King Arthur and all that are the same freaking, the same story in a way, based off the same concept. So I wouldn't say Superman's just for kids. Definitely for everyone.
Funny to once an actor in the Justice League retires or dies, and that is the end of some of the Snyder Bros. Maybe.
Maybe.
Well, okay,
They
Zack
could do
Snyder likes
animation.
AI. He likes AI, so maybe they'll just do AI actors.
Right.
And here's another great scene of Superman rescuing the woman in the car, holding up the building.
What's that powerful? Yeah, I'm like a couple minutes behind you, dude. It's okay. Like I said, the whole thing right here is about commentary and interaction.
Raw frequency, it is a fantastic scene.
Yep.
You brought the dog, man.
I'm gosh darn Mr. Terrific.
And now we get to the fight of Ultraman and Superman starting. I don't think
You
people
mean
realize
Bizarro?
this fight is actually pretty long.
It very much is. You brought that dog with you. I'm right here. I didn't want him killing my parents' cows. Like I said earlier. Awesome. See that? That's what a universe is supposed to be. You're supposed to have emotional attachment to not just the characters that you know, just overall characters that you don't know.
Exactly.
And even new ones.
So how does Lex make a clone but still can't figure out Superman's secret identity? Because he looks like Superman, not Clark Kent.
Don't they explain that?
he has hypno glasses that he
Right,
uses.
they explain
Clark
that.
Kent, so he looks different as Clark Kent than he does as Superman. So when he gets even with the DNA, like he could put it in the system, sure, but when was Clark Kent ever? When was his DNA ever put into the system ever? Probably wasn't. So he could look up the DNA if he wanted to, but he's not going to learn what it is or who he is. And again, he doesn't look like Clark Kent because he looks like Superman. So that's why.
This was shot at Progressive Field.
Who was saying that the fight scenes are too short? I mean, this fight scene here is literally like 10 minutes long.
Oh, this fight scene's the best scene in the movie. That would be funny, Raw.
Seeing Batman punch Guy Gardner.
That would be funny. No, I want to sing off. I want Batman to sing the blues like in the DCAU in Justice League.
I don't know if this Supergirl would be with Jimmy Olsen.
No.
This Supergirl doesn't seem like that's. It could happen. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, there's a version of Supergirl with Brainiac, right?
I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
I mean, right? Am I right? I mean, wasn't that the Tomorrowverse?
That's Tomorrowverse.
Right? Weren't they together or something? It was just a different version of Brainiac. Not like as evil, just like a right.
Brainiac 5. But it wasn't as stable.
Right. I mean, there's still though. Down the lines, you could probably implement that. Oh, is it Ancestor? Okay. Thanks for the correction, Johnny. Has anyone seen the behind the scenes stuff or like anything on the actor that's playing Brainiac?
Lars,
yeah, I mean, me and you have seen it, but I'm asking like the viewers in chat, have they seen it? Because like everyone didn't like the choice.
I like it.
I like it, but like my point is like some of the people didn't like it first off, but I'm liking it because of the things he's saying in the media that he's been saying.
Yeah.
One particular quote that he was a couple months ago, and we already brought that up in a past stream. But like, dude, we might actually get a legit scary freaking Brainiac.
Yes. Yeah, because Brainiac 5 was in the Legion of Heroes or Legion of Superheroes, whatever it's called.
Right.
Wasn't Brainiac. Let's see. Where was it at? Afbrat says, "I'm just tired of people saying Soup spends most of the movie on getting his butt kicked. So apparently that makes him weak." This scene here that I just watched, where he's about to suffocate from all the nanites, like he's not getting his ass beat there. Like he's legitimately using his brain and his intelligence to defeat the engineer there. Like, that's what he's doing. And I think it's great. Yeah, it sucks for him, and he does get beat up a little bit, but he comes out victorious because he uses his brains.
Like you said, the human element, you have to freaking nerf him, or we're gonna get like, because most people want the Superman that can drag planets. You know, from like that specific comic from Superman, they want the Superman that can pull planets together or something, and like Kingdom Come, like freaking Superman that's OP and stuff, instead of a Superman that can relate to new viewers and establishing a universe. Like you said, the human element. but the getting butt
Very
kicked is
true, Rob.
silly. I kind of agree, powerful.
I don't.
I mean, her rogues gallery isn't that.
Again, like I've been saying on for the past couple of weeks,
Unless they do an animated
you
series like they
need to
said.
get the general audience invested, and
You're
they
right.
want the big characters. So if you want the DCU to thrive and succeed and continue on, you need to do those movies and those projects. Yes, I get it. It's not ideal for us because we've seen them already. We want to see all the different types of characters, but we'll get to those as long as the DCU continues to thrive and
Yeah.
exist. That's the way I look at it.
Thing is, I don't even know what the like. They already did three of her main character villains, and there's not really much of a. She doesn't really have much
Well,
of a deep rogues
let's
gallery.
not let's not act like Cheetah was any good in that
You're
movie.
right. That was a terrible cheetah. that was a really bad cheetah.
They never throw a punch at each other. They push each
Right.
other, and then that's it.
Not
Like,
not
come
to
on.
mention the CGI. The CGI was terrible for Cheetah. Honestly, I wish they would turn that rumored video game of Wonder Woman into the DCU,
Mm,
because you said it was supposed to be like a part of across all video games, comics, animation, and everything.
yeah. You didn't
I mean,
watch
if it,
Wonder Woman 84? Watch Wonder Woman 84. It is terrible. Like that final fight. She gets beat by wind.
Superman, Superman, Superman can't come. You got the
I'm
upgrade,
throwing
kid.
I'm aware the Justice King's there.
I know. Like I said, I'm behind. And freaking paused on me, dude. Think about that. About a Green Lantern's Corpse movie. There's too much lore. There's too much Lantern lore to do a movie.
Yeah.
2011 proved that. That is too much lore, Lantern lore to actually do a Green Lantern movie.
Mhm.
Because before, at least you have to establish the universe before you get into all that.
I want to know where Lombard got Alka-Seltzer in the in the ship thing.
You're very powerful, but my point is that it's just there's too much lore, which is why I think the Lanterns route of a TV series, regardless of the direction or vision of it, uh, you have to start somewhere and basically like build towards it.
Yeah.
I would love to get the Green Lantern Squirrel Man. I love the reference at the end of that trailer, though. I don't. Is that a part of the DCU, dude?
What?
This one?
Bane? Deathstroke and Bane?
Yeah.
Probably will be if it does get made.
Right. I mean, if it's getting made, Batman's got to be a part of it, right? Wouldn't
You
you
would hope
assume?
so.
You know what I would love to have?
What's that?
Finally in live action,
What's that?
Vandal Savage.
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
That'd be
Johnny
sweet.
Dome Tarantino could do a great question movie. Unfortunately, he'll never do something like that, but he probably could do a good one.
You know what I was also thinking about lanterns, dude? That could be the villain that we kind of mentioned a couple years ago with
What?
theories before all these projects were filmed and came out. The Manhunters.
Yeah, Martians.
Maybe they could be the ones with the staffs. Is that the Manhunters?
What was that?
The one with the staffs, like they like hold them like this, like in the I forget. They're like red, and then they have like a cap or something.
I don't
I
know
think
what
they're
you're talking about.
okay. Let me look it up.
Let's go crypto.
1A. I'm right by there. Yeah, Manhunters.
Oh, okay.
These dudes.
Hold on.
If I could screen share, hold on.
Oh,
I love.
yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, those dudes. Maybe they're
Okay.
the part of the lanterns. Like show. I don't know.
Raw Frequency, he did say there'll be Easter eggs in there. Batman is always needed blood.
Crypto.
And the shot of the movie
What? Oh, the
when he's
the spin
standing and the
around
sun's
with
behind him. Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
I think he will at some point. It's the question who.
He's in Man of Tomorrow.
Ah. I thought I said
It's true.
his character. I thought I said his character could possibly be someone before already on this before it was started filming.
Mm.
I think he's the. You remember the dude that who talked to Martian Manhunter in New Frontier?
Yeah.
I think he's that guy. I think that's what Matthew Lillard was rumored to be possibly.
Supergirl
I
didn't
forget his
deserve
name.
the flop or the hate. You're exactly right, Blood Ocean. I never saw Sean as that. I think Sean's been pretty much the same the entire time. I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff. Russian Manhunter in the DC would be great. I would like a funny reference to him eating cookies. Heck yeah.
He's technically should be in Man of Tomorrow.
Matthew
That's
Lillard,
what's
either
rumored.
Blue Beetle, Ted Ford, or Plastic Man.
That's who it is. I think that's who it is.
All right.
That's who it is. Ace Morgan.
God damn, Mr. Terrific. Afrat says, sometimes I wonder who these so-called critics are because we clearly never watch the same movies. Very true.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Hold on. That is not.
I do kind of agree with this, moving it away from Minecraft. I think they need to move Man of Tomorrow to the end of April, like earlier. Move it earlier to the end of April.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Crypto, drop him. Drop him. Crypto, drop him. Dude. Because people can't think for themselves and they have to believe whatever other people say. So they go in with a sense of hate if people talk about hate. And that's pretty much all people talk about nowadays. That's possible, I guess.
Well,
Never even watched the movie and said they'll base their fake opinions off sound bites. Yes.
the one thing I will say, Slav, is that um the universe is still separated. Like that it's not 100% put back. Let's just say that. So
Yeah, I am curious about that myself.
like regardless if we don't want the merger to happen, that's what always like made me curious of like what if it does? Just because of that. Because the end credit has him looking at it like it's like not put back together right, and he's like,
Yeah,
so like this could like end up being bad or something could happen going
absolutely.
forward.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not. I'm just saying though, when I first watched the movie, I was like, But it's a comic book movie, so you never know. At some point, maybe not now, but at some point, you never know.
It's all right. You can watch it on replay where we talk about the movie and other stuff throughout the whole time. It'll be there. Don't worry. And
Also,
I'll be doing other movies. Again, it's going to be Tuesday nights. I'm
heck
shooting to
yeah.
do Slav's movie night. We're almost at the end of Superman here. We're at 1 hour 53 minutes, so we just got a few minutes left. Rick Flag is pissed off, and then that leads to Peacemaker season 2, where he does what he does. But yeah,
Maybe we could rewatch the final episode of season 2 of Peacemaker.
Mine of Tomorrow. Oh, jeez, Johnny.
Just because it leads into Man of Tomorrow, I guess. I don't know.
Get his bald ass to Belle Reeve.
That's a cool name. You're in. that was
Funny guy. Imagine the cast of Minecraft singing a sequel about how they are the Minecrafters. We are the Minecrafters all day and night. I don't know, something goofy to me. Half brat. I love this movie. Superman has been there for me since I was 8 and always will be. That's awesome. I love that people love this movie. Again, I enjoy what you enjoy and like what you like. I mean, again, I think I still prefer Man of Steel over this movie, but I still do enjoy this movie quite a bit.
powerful. Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name? See, like, look, it's not even like fully put together on that crack, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just we'll always be curious. We'll have to find out with Lanterns and Clayface, and then Man of Tomorrow next year, I guess.
The one thing about this kissing scene here is, man, they really go at it with the kissing.
That was
And
filmed in Cleveland.
Both of them have significant others.
I've actually been to that place, that arcade place. So it was kind of cool that they shot it there.
Why do you like Man of Steel apart from the visuals and fight choreography? The story really landed with me.
The story was alright, but the screenplay was terrible.
I really enjoyed the story. I like the direction they were taking Superman. I like that idea that they had of kind of deconstructing him and kind of building him back up in that way. Again, I like what Snyder had in mind. I am not a Snyder hater. I'm not in that way. I enjoy it, but I'm also open-minded to other iterations just like this. Like, I like this Superman. I like this iteration. I like other iterations. I'm not so simple-minded that I can only like one thing like some people are. But yeah.
I just want to say happy birthday to the actress that plays is it Eve, right?
Eve Teschmacher, yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. She I believe turns 35 today.
What the hell, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Where is my dog?
Where is my dog? The fact that we made that, like, you know, the fact we already got it is just wild, dude. Especially 3 years later.
Yeah.
After all the beginning that we started with this journey of the DCU. When Gunn announced the Gods and Monsters slate. Or phase, whatever, chapter. The fact that we already got a Superman movie and a Supergirl movie is just nuts.
Are you gooning over Millie Alcock, and that's what you're asking? Or are you talking about the way she looks with her outfit? Because I think she looks great as Supergirl. I think she is Supergirl.
Where is my dog? Cause I'm a punk rocker, yes I am. Sing it.
No fear.
What a great song choice to end the movie, dude.
Oh man, this perfect song.
Especially just like,
and again, this movie leaves you just feeling good.
Right. It's like, optimistic for the future.
And happy. You can't help but have a smile at the end of this movie.
Would you like to see your family?
Very True Blood Ocean.
I cheered up when they showed the visions of his real family. I'm almost at the end.
No, it's a fantastic movie. Again, it's been a while since I watched it. That's why I wanted to do this first movie for this series. But it's definitely
I'm a punk rocker, yes I am.
Yeah, that was
punk rocker, yes I
am. Maybe next week. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna decide, and then I'm gonna start doing polls eventually for what to watch on Slav's movie night. But I don't know what I'm gonna do yet next week. So
hey Slav, maybe we should do lanterns. With the movie night.
Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll definitely see. But all right, guys. Yeah, this was.
We made it.
Thank you for joining in and watching. I enjoyed it. Derpy, thank you for joining me in this. And
you're welcome, sir.
Again, I'll be doing another one every Tuesday night. I'll figure out what I'm doing next week and announce it on the channel, and we'll go from there. But everyone, Thank you for joining in the conversation. It was really good. Johnny Dome, Blood Ocean, Powerful, all of you, Afbrat, all of you guys that joined in on the conversation. It was great. Thank you. Love it. This is kind of what I want this to be. We watch a movie and we just talk DC and to talk about everything, the movie that we're watching plus more. That's the whole idea with this. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to get out of here. Real quick, Afbret says, I said that to Alan Tudyk when I met him. He either got a kick out of it or he didn't, like I quoted him. Either way, he signed my Superman movie poster and wrote, "So is Gary" on it.
That's awesome.
But, all right, guys. Powerful says, thanks, Slav. Nice that there were no Snyder called here this time. Yeah,
W.
Sure.
Yep.
It is what it is, and I'm sure it'll happen at some point. And look,
Definitely.
I'm going to watch Snyderverse films. I'm going to watch DCEU films, so they may come in at some point, and we can have a good conversation about it with that stuff. But that's okay. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm tired. I want to get to bed.
Firstly, can I shout out?
Yeah.
2 things. Saturday, I'm gonna be covering Comic-Con Hall H news, so stay tuned for that. And then check out my one of my pods, other pods. Derpy Entertainment. Every Sunday night at 9 Eastern. So
cool. All right. But yeah, guys. That was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy it. You can catch me on Twitter at /FreeTalk. You can catch Derpy on Twitter also.
Twitter, Twitch, YouTube.
Yeah. So find us there. Follow us. With all that said, guys, I'll check you all later.